Hello and welcome back to Farm Simulator 2013 in the year 2014. I'm the Gray Gamer, and well, we're finishing up. We've got our straw that we've been picking up on the other fields, so we're going to sell this. And I've got I'm going to tab over to a different one. Okay, this is our we're planting these two fields down here at the farm. So let me get this going so I can move him over and get him going on the other field here. Now I noticed in the comments, I think it was Statman said that about instead of planting my corn down at the biodiesel plant, if I'm going to use it for my cows, to plant it up at field 41. And you notice over here that this is field 41. 40 is the big field here, and right behind this barn where I have the well, I actually have my combines over in this barn. But anyway, this is field 41, and the cows are right here down the hill. So yeah, it makes sense. And honestly, I just didn't think about it. I didn't think about owning the fact that we own it. So we're going to do that. So let me tab through here. We've got a lot of vehicles. I noticed that I didn't fold this combine when I put it away. We're going to be moving this one up top for up to field 40. So what I'm going to do is I've got this field out there replanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this harvester, and we're going to sell the corn at the inn over there. The inn, see the building way over there? We're just going to sell the corn directly. And yeah. Alright, so here we are. I brought the cedar up from the down at the other cornfield and started taking it up to the cows. So this is how far I got. So let's fire this bad boy up, and let's head on up to field 41 and take care of our business. I've got it set for corn still, so we're in good shape there. The crops are growing. Most of the fields are in growing mode right now, so that's good, but they're not ready to be harvested. So we're just trying to take care of some business, finish up some loose ends. Like I said, we're planting those two fields down at the farm in wheat, and we had finished that straw that you saw me selling at the beginning. Was the last of the straw for those two fields. So yeah, okay, so this is field 40, and then that's where the two harvesters are parked right there. And then up here on the other side of this big barn, which is coming up around the corner, that building right there, just on the other side of it, is field 40. Or 41, I mean. I'm sorry. This is field 40 to my left. No, my other left, right. So, what I'm going to do is, let's see. You should have enough room to turn around there. Going to hire the worker, turn on the sprayer, and it's not working. Hold on a minute. Stop the worker, stop the worker. I probably didn't get far enough on the field for it to register that I was on the field, maybe. Sometimes that happens, it glitches. But let's see if we can try this again. Right there. Now I'm too far over. Alright, well, we'll manually come back after that. Turn on the sprayer. There he goes. Now he's laying down some seed. We'll come back and grab that little row there on the side that I missed. In fact, I'll take control of it up here at the end of the field. And I like the windmill and the oldie buildings there. That looks pretty cool. If you are playing on this map, you can get it. You can find it on my Facebook page, and the link for my Facebook page is down below. And the link is on there. You're looking for Hagen. You might have to scroll down a little bit, but it's Hagenstead Reborn, and you already get fields 40 and 41. So these two fields, the big one over there and this one, you already own. So yeah, I have to hire the worker because, well, I don't have any seeds in the planter. So I have to hire the worker so that he buys the seeds as he uses them. So yeah, but so that was a good suggestion. We'll like I said, we'll move the silage harvester up here and use it for chopping up for the cows. And I said the other day, I said that you know, if you guys want to see any make any suggestions or anything like that, you need to hurry up because we're running out of time. And he also pointed out that I missed that spot. I'm gonna leave that. That, you know, we're not really running out of time because I'm going to get the 365 days done and then take a little break, a couple weeks, maybe a week, depending on how I feel from this game, and then we'll come back to it. So it's not going away. It's just going to be put on hiatus for a while. Speaking of hiatus, this is Thursday's video, and I'm going to do Thursday's and Friday's video together, today and tomorrow's video together, and I'm going to try to squeeze in a couple more episodes for the weekend, because I'm going to be gone for the weekend. Very rarely do I leave. I mean, very rarely do I actually go out of the house. But actually went yesterday with my son, and I got my fishing license, freshwater, and you guys hear me talk about fishing a lot. I like to fish, but I don't really care for freshwater fishing as much as saltwater fishing, where I used to live. And after I went and got my license, just reinforced that idea even more, because, well, in Florida you can get a saltwater fishing license for fishing on offshore, not in a boat but offshore, for free. That's a good price point for me. And the freshwater fishing license, which I got yesterday, cost $17.50 for a year. Now, I know I'm going to sound like you are such a tightwad, but I paid $17.50 for a license because I want to fish on a lake that's in my apartment complex, i.e. it's on private property. Not the whole lake, but the side that I would be fishing from. So I know it's a you know, you're splitting hairs and stuff, and that's not what it's about. But just hard pressed. And like video games, now you guys are talking. You know, Greg Gamer, you're supposed to be talking about video games and playing Farm Simulator. Okay, let me relate it to the video games. When I played MMOs that used a pay-to-play model, you guys know what I'm talking about, like World of Warcraft, EverQuest, things like that. Back in the day, I had always played with the feeling that we're going to go pick up that grass is what we're heading to do. I always played with the feeling of, you know, I paid my $14.95, $15 a month, and I'm going to play every day, 2 or 3 hours a day, because I'm going to get my money's worth. Or if, you know, if I didn't play for a while and stayed away from it and couldn't get to the game or whatever for whatever reason, I always felt like, man, that you wasted $15. And yeah, I was hard pressed, and it also made me hardcore. So in that sense, that's not good. But you know, and my compensation, if you will, is that I don't own a cell phone. I have a phone that I run through my computer, and it's free. At least for now, it's free. And I've had it for a couple years, so that works good for me. And I don't, until I moved in with my son and his girlfriend, I didn't have a TV and I didn't have cable. I watched all my shows and movies and what have you on my computer. So I don't have a cable bill. And then when I moved in with my roommates back in September, we went ahead and got cable. And the way we've got it set up is I pay for cable, and I pay for internet, and because I've upgraded to 60 megabytes of internet, and so I pay for that, and they pay the extra for cable, because they actually watch the movies and TV shows and stuff. Now, does that mean I can't watch cable? No, that's not what it means. Just like they can use the internet without any problem. And that's a good thing, because when Game of Thrones comes back on, guess what? I will be watching TV. And I will be watching the latest episodes as they become available. So speaking of which, hurry up, guys, get the lead out. We want to see some more Game of Thrones. So yeah. All right. Anyway, and going back to what I was saying originally, I'm going to be gone for this weekend because I'm actually going to go and going to go do some fishing, but I'm not doing the fishing right close to home. We're going somewhere else to do some fishing, and so I might not get to the videos for the weekend. I'm going to try. Like I said, I'm going to try to record 2 episodes today and tomorrow, and then I'll try to, if I get to it and I can, I'm going to try to record Saturday and Sunday's videos and get them up in the pipeline for you guys. But I'm just letting you know ahead of time that if you don't see a video on Saturday or Sunday, that's why. I just didn't get to it and couldn't squeeze it into my ever-expanding schedule. By the way, I had a blast with the guys, with Fadman and Das Tebbers on the Feed the Beast, and had a really good time with them. And if you're wondering where my copy of the game went, I didn't record. And the reason I didn't record was because I was just talking to them, and it was time for them to get going on their recording, and I was about ready to bounce out, and they invited me to come along, tag along, and so I obviously I did that, and that was cool. But I did not record because, well, I don't have the same texture pack and different things that they were using, so I didn't record from my perspective. But if we do it again, and it sounds like we will be doing it again, I'll get rigged up and going and record it so you guys can see it from my perspective. It wouldn't have been very exciting from my perspective, because if you watch even the little bit you see me, you probably see me more on Fad's video than on Doss's, because I spent most of my time hanging out with Fad over at the quarry, and I basically just spent my time looking around. Because, to be honest with you, I was kind of awestruck by the fact that I was on the server. I know it sounds really strange, but that's the truth. That I told the guys, I said, it's almost surreal, because I've watched you guys' videos, both Fad and Dawson, and of course Dare and Stocko, and watched the construction of the house and the place, and all the things that they have done, and then I find myself standing in the kitchen looking around going, I'm actually here, I'm in the house, I'm on the movie set. Kind of, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a very strange out-of-body experience type of thing, and I tried to think about it in terms of what I could relate it to, and the closest thing I can, and now I'm really going to show my age here, folks. The closest thing I can relate it to was when I was a kid. There was a TV show on called Bonanza, and if you go back and you watch old movies and TV shows and stuff, you guys know what I'm talking about. It was a kind of a Western thing and stuff. And anyway, the Ponderosa, which was the home ranch of Bonanza, was in the set in the mountains of California near Lake Tahoe. Now, Lake Tahoe is, if you look at the map of the United States and you look at California and Nevada next to it, where California makes that bend, right in that corner where that bend is, where on the border between California and Nevada, is Lake Tahoe. And back in the 60s and maybe early 70s, I'm not even sure how long Bonanza was on. It was on for quite a while. Not as long as Gunsmoke. That's another old show that I mentioned. Anyway, the Ponderosa was there, and so once in a while, as kids, my parents we would go up to the mountains, and we would usually drive up and and go to the snow or whatever, because we lived in the Central Valley of California, where you could drive to the snow and then you know, play around, get cold, get wet, and then go home. You know, and not be cold, not be wet, and stuff like that. So you guys see what I'm doing here. I'm dropping the grass off behind our straw pile. So but anyway, we went to the Ponderosa, and you walked around, and it was the movie set. I mean, it had everything was there, and you walked around where they had the horses and the house and everything. And the only difference was that they actually filmed parts of the TV show there, and then but if they did anything where they went upstairs to film, you know, like the bedrooms and stuff, the way the house was built was the stairs went up, and then they didn't go anywhere. It just stopped right there. So any of the upstairs footage that was ever used for the show was done in Hollywood on a sound studio. So I said all of that to say, but that was a flashback to when I was probably 8 or 9 when we did that, and that was what it was like going on the server with Fadman and Don Stebbers. Had a blast. I had a blast. And let me confirm, they've said it many times, that their derp and having fun happens just as much off screen as it does on screen, and I can vouch for that. We just were having a blast, and I found myself watching the episodes going, oh, okay, that's the part we recorded. They didn't get the other part where we did this. So but yeah, that's definitely the case. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Continue to leave your comments and suggestions. I do appreciate them. I do read them. I do try to answer them. And I'm the Great Gamer. Thank you for stopping by and checking me out. And we will see you tomorrow.